You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV Network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AfterBuzz TV's WWE Main Event After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's WWE Main Event After Show.
It's a shame for fate.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Main Event here at AfterBuzz TV.
Is that really his theme song?
Yep.
Wow.
Too many lines, lobster heads.
Yeah, it's all there.
I am Tom the Tom Connolly, and sitting next to me is Scott Narver Loren.
No ring yet, but I hear there will be a ring. Talk about a ring later on in the show.
There may be.
I'm gonna have to break that rumor because I don't know if you guys have seen Randy Orton's Twitter, but that was us having dinner.
Well,
you have way more followers than your alter ego.
Yes.
I thought you pulled
Yes,
the Triple H and you
I'm
drugged
like
me.
double the amount of Twitter followers.
Yeah, sitting here across from me, Gabrielle Loren. How you doing, Gabby?
I'm doing great, especially because I went on a romantic dinner yesterday.
Yeah, Cheesecake Factory, right?
It was cheesecake, yeah.
Birthday dinner for your boyfriend?
See, ask Randy Orton, and I bet you'll get the same answer. We went to Cheesecake Factory.
See, good. Was it fun?
It was really romantic because then we ate this dessert and it was like happy birthday for the two of you because I guess our birthdays are on the same day.
Awesome.
Who would have known?
Which is?
Which was yesterday.
Good.
Of course.
And sitting next to her,
Fools! Just kidding.
Markeia McCarty. How you doing, Markeia?
Hey, I'm good. I'm looking forward to WrestleMania.
Yes, we're glad to have you guys back. You guys, what did you guys do last week? Watch Scooby-Doo or?
No, we kidnapped Bray Wyatt.
Oh, see?
We kidnapped Bray
We
Wyatt.
did.
Role reversal.
Yeah.
Did he make you anything? Did you make him like crochet
he
something?
made
or?
us pineapple upside down cake.
Nice.
It was
It was so
delicious.
good.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and for that we gave him Wi-Fi.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
So-
so just for the cake, he didn't have to pay anything for it.
Well, we didn't say that.
So, main event coming from
Happy birthday, Bray.
That was a quick switch.
coming to us from Washington D.C. this week. Only 2 matches tonight to get through. Lots of WrestleMania recap because 4 days away.
Yeah, it's apparently some big deal or something.
I guess I don't know.
Yeah, when are you guys flying out?
We fly out Saturday morning.
Yeah, I miss all
Oh,
cartoons.
Keeping it
Yeah.
short and sweet.
Yep. We come back Tuesday. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Keeping it medium and
expensive.
Okay.
You know what? I have to say, aside from like the Super Bowl and maybe the World Series, but not even the World Series, this is one of the only sports where people will fly out from like anywhere just to go see this one show. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, there's people. I mean, I saw the press conference and Randy Orton said there's like people from like, I forget how many, like every state.
I don't trust that guy.
Every state and like, I feel like he said like over 50 countries or something like that. I don't know. It was
Wow.
like,
Probably,
yeah.
yeah.
That's
So
incredible.
it should be fun. I'm excited. I'm pumped.
Let us know if
I wish it
you're
was Saturday.
going, right? The fans. We should.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, they can like tweet at us.
Great.
Tweet,
Right?
comment on the
Yeah.
video.
Maybe you can meet up with Scott and Tom and get some autographs. Just kidding.
We can all go to Cheesecake Factory.
Listen, I will be at signing a $10 autograph, so it's a little steep, but hey, I got to pay for this trip. So.
Yes, make sure to constantly tweet your location, guys.
Yes, we will.
Check in on Foursquare.
Yeah, like Sin Cara.
Does he do that?
He did that when he got fired.
Oh.
Well, when they replaced him, the original Sin Cara checked in at like some restaurant in Mexico, but Sin Cara was on Raw at the same time.
That's funny.
So, yeah. All right, so let's get to the matches tonight. First match, Sheamus versus The Miz. Basically, Sheamus was in control for at least the first part of the match. Then The Miz jumped out of the ring, tried to run around the ring a couple times, get back in and try to get the advantage, but Sheamus caught his foot. Miz ended up throwing Sheamus out of the ring. Miz hit a drop kick through the ropes, so I thought that was a cool move. Then Sheamus hit a fallaway slam into the barricade on the Miz. Sheamus was then pushed shoulder first into the ring post. Miz hit a big boot to the head to take control on the outside of the ring. Sheamus ended up getting control back in the ring, hit the rolling senton. Then he hit the Irish Curse backbreaker as the Miz jumped off the top rope. He ended up catching him. He misses the white noise. Miz hit a DDT. Then Miz went for the figure 4, couldn't get it on. Sheamus went for the cloverleaf. That was reversed. Sheamus then missed the bro kick. Then the Miz went for the skull-crushing finale. Sheamus was able to get out of that. Finally get him hung up on the corner, up on the ropes. Hit his 10 punches to the chest, which I still... The name just escapes me.
You had a name
The
earlier.
10 heartbeats.
The 10 heartbeats. We
After
renamed
the
it
final one,
WWE.
you're dead.
Yes. The Miz then locked in the figure 4. Sheamus was able to get to the ropes. He threw the Miz off the ropes and hit a bro kick out of nowhere. And Sheamus gets the win, going into the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal on Sunday. Does it give him an advantage?
No.
Why is that?
He didn't show his prowess by constantly throwing him over the top rope.
He should have just picked him up.
Because that's
and
all he
threw
has
him
to
out.
do.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to pin him.
Yeah.
Wasted energy. So much wasted energy. Throw him over the top rope and then get a count out. Save yourself for the run.
I haven't seen
For
a
the
lot of
WrestleMania.
Sheamus. Well, main event, so you know. But he seems like a powerhouse, like a big fluorescent powerhouse, and it's just like I just expected him to just toss the Miz around a few times, you know, like into some of the corner posts, like the steel posts, and flip him from the middle of the ring onto like the commentator's desk or something. And I was just like, I also haven't seen a whole lot of the Miz. I've seen some of that. And like I said in the room, I was a little underwhelmed. It was very play acty for me. You know, like
From
kind
the
of like-
Miz or from both
From
of
the
them?
Miz. Yeah, where it's like, oh no, you just did that. Oh, I'm gonna do this now, and it's just like, come on.
What did you think of his evil floppy hair?
Well, I thought it was very evil, very floppy. Now, I actually, looking at him compared to Sheamus, and you know, Sheamus is very not tan, and then like looking at Miz, he was like orange comparatively. It was like, do you remember what was their name? The snorkels that
Yeah.
had like, it was like
Oh,
that,
yeah,
or
the
like
cartoon.
Fraggle Rock, you know, like that color. I was not a fan of this match. If you couldn't tell from all of this, it's just,
I thought you were giving it a 10 rating. That's what I thought you were going for.
yeah. I mean, out of our 5, I give it a 10.
10 being the worst.
I gave it a 2.
2? Okay. Gabby, what'd you think?
I agree with Markeia on a lot of those points. It's funny because when I was watching, I actually had the same feeling. It looks like Sheamus A dyes his hair and it's like super bright red, and it matched the Miz's skin color, which was hysterical. But yeah, so that's what I picked up on. Great match. No, I'm just kidding. But so one move that I actually thought was interesting was when Sheamus tried to like tie a knot up on the Miz's legs.
Yeah, the Texas Cloverleaf.
Yeah.
mhm.
But it seemed, and he just kicked him away, and it just seemed like they were giving like little effort, especially towards the end when it was kind of like, oh, we know who's gonna win. It's gonna be Sheamus. So the Miz kind of just gave up. I feel like it was almost as if he was pretty much saying, I mean, for example, when he ended that whole last thing and Sheamus won, it looked like he was pretty much saying like, Sheamus has got to win. Let's just stop here. That's what his body language was telling me. It wasn't interesting. And I actually wrote down 2.7 for this match, but I think it should really be like a 1.9. So
Gotcha.
I don't know why. I think I was like drinking when I wrote that. Whoops.
Harsh critics tonight for the Miz and Sheamus. What do you think?
I don't think they have chemistry, these two together. Sheamus has a lot of great battles. He's really good with a lot of guys, but their styles don't mesh. And I agree with a lot of points that you guys were saying that it just didn't click. Like there's nothing. Sheamus looked like he could do way more to the Miz than what he was actually doing to the Miz. But he was just playing it light. And the Miz, there's a lot of potential I still see in that guy. It's never quite clicked with me. I think he should be way of a dirtier sneak than he is.
Yep.
I think he should be more of a scoundrel than he is, but I think he's always playing every side of it, that he could be cheered at any moment or he could be booed at any moment. Like, just stick with one and run with it.
Yeah.
So when it's just not enough of one and not enough of the other, it's just always right in the middle. So these guys weren't the two guys to hype you up for this battle royal. It's a shame it wasn't Christian, because Christian and Sheamus have been having some great battles.
Yeah, definitely on Raw.
But I guess they're saving him. And I would have loved to have seen Brodus Clay, that he's in this battle royal.
He is?
Yeah.
Oh.
Not been on TV at all.
Oh wow.
Ever since the breakup of, him
him
and
Yeah.
Tensai.
Tons of funk, right?
Yep.
that he's in no way a contender, I feel, in this battle royal, because we haven't seen him do anything. So it's a shame that, again, a guy like that is not featured. So
Yeah.
and if you have a match on main event like this leading up to the battle royal, I don't believe either one of you is going to win it. So I don't know. I give it 26 potatoes.
Gotcha. Yeah, I agree. I feel like I'm in the minority of, like, I do like The Miz. I think he has a lot of potential. When he is that, complete heel bad guy, he's good, because he's that frat guy that everybody wants to hate. So if he, just turns that dial up, people, I mean, even before when he was the champion, like, people hated him. But I don't know if it was more like they hated him or just hated that he was the champion at the same time. So
Can I point out something here?
Yeah.
I don't know if we mentioned it and I just maybe like forgot or didn't hear it, but did any of you point out that he had scratches all over his body?
No.
I did see it on
Sheamus?
the
Yeah, Sheamus was doing some
No, the
damage
Miz had it
to
on his,
him.
on his side.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sheamus.
Sides,
he's,
chest.
He's recently
Yeah.
married, perhaps the honeymoon.
He like literally must have been scratching
See,
right
yep,
during the match.
Underneath.
Sounds about right. Sounds about right from what I've read.
But yeah, they didn't have chemistry, which I thought they kind of would. I feel like they had to have wrestled at least a couple times before, you would think, over the years. But I was hoping The Miz would pull out a win here, because Sheamus doesn't need a win in a match like this going into a battle royal. He's already a huge dude. Like, he's going to knock out at least 4 or 5 people in this battle royal. He's one of the favorites to win, I think, when it comes down to, like, him, Big Show. I mean, maybe The Miz will win, because they have been kind of featuring him more, of, like, at least coming out and talking about he's gonna win this match kind of thing.
Right.
So I could see the Miz winning it, just to be like, well, out of nowhere he knocks out 2 guys and wins.
But he would walk away with the Andre the
Yeah.
Giant trophy.
Because he would be a person that would be fun if he won it, because he would carry that thing around and he would brag about it all the time, just like he
That's true.
brags about how he was in the WrestleMania main event and he beat John Cena. Like, he would be a good person to win. Like, he'd be that, like, I saw like an Owen Hart. When Owen Hart won
Just
the
rub it
Slammies.
in your face.
Yes, just rubbing
Arrogant.
it, all the time. So
Like
I
when
think
someone wins a title around here and then just is constantly rubbing it in your face.
Yep,
When we're watching shows,
Yep.
and just like,
Yeah,
I'm the
just like-
predictions champion.
Gleaming it in our eyes.
1 quarter.
From across the table.
it's still missing, I think.
Oh, is it? Or
Yeah.
is it on your mantle at
No,
home?
it's not. No.
Did you
It is not.
take it?
No, it was
Did
missing.
you take it,
It was
Tom?
missing last week and the week before.
I told you Phil
So-
likes to hide that shit.
Yep. But I gave it a 3.0 the match. Kind of a little high, but I like the going back and forth. I'm trying to do like figure 4, cloverleaf, bro kick back and forth. I like that part of the match.
Wow.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
curious.
so-
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, well, I'm curious of what you said, where you said that when he's a bad guy character, he's like very frat guy, like kind of thing. Then that made me think that maybe him and Titus O'Neil would be a really good like matchup if they. I guess they're probably not tag team material. Well,
Yeah,
Titus
but,
is.
I mean, I feel like they could be that'd be interesting. I mean, they're
you know, because it's kind of different. But
Loudmouth.
it's
Yeah.
like,
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah,
but they're
both.
both loudmouths, and they could kind of get that feeling going
Yeah.
on. I mean, we need a good heel tag team. We've got Real Americans, but we need to balance it out. We've got Los Matadores, we have Usos, who are awesome. Let's have like a really strong, like the Shield, but 2 guys. Something like that. Maybe Titus and The Miz could fill that, that gap.
Yeah. And I mean, I did read things online. Oh, it's all rumors or whatever, but there's apparently maybe a faction coming together of like Dolph
yeah.
Ziggler, The Miz, Zack Ryder, and maybe somebody
Kofi?
else. Oh, Kofi would be good in that
That's
too.
what I heard. Yeah,
oh,
the
I
guys
didn't hear
that
Kofi,
aren't
but
getting their spot.
yeah. which I think they could be a fun like group of guys that like I would see them being on like a Flip the Total Divas and have them on a show. You know, like a reality show with them.
Oh.
Except it would have to be on like the WWE network because nobody would watch just a show about like 7 guys, I feel like.
Well, isn't there the House of Legends?
Yeah, the Legends House.
Yeah, Legends House. Yeah.
Those are old guys.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That makes all the difference.
Is that a reality show?
Yeah, yeah.
What channel?
It's gonna be on the network.
But see,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. It's like a network show because most of I feel like TV these days, it's reality and entertainment is women demographic.
Well, yeah.
But girls wouldn't want to watch the guys.
Not unless there's girls on it too.
Well, there'd have to be girls
you'd
on it,
probably
too.
get like bored.
Yeah, because,
Are we having a surfing safari?
I think we are.
know.
I think
What
this
does
is the
this
theme
mean?
song for the show.
Oh,
Guys.
oh.
I have taken the predictions championship title for my own. If you want this back, you're gonna have to get every single match at WrestleMania right.
All right, good.
Or you will never see the title again. A permanent abeyance upon thee.
Got a little Shakespeare in there too.
I know. I feel like I need to bite my thumb.
I don't need to hold it right side up. The only upside down this title will face is if it lands in the hands of Scott Narver.
Wow.
Good day, sir. Well, good day.
That sounds like a challenge.
Words there.
Steve has been on point with his acting game
Yeah.
this whole night.
And he's been recording the song in the studio, getting laid down guitar riffs.
No, you know what? He definitely wrote this down in the beginning of the show and like was just waiting for the right moment.
Oh, deflate his balloon.
All right, so that's the challenge, I guess. We have to get every match right to get the belt back.
All right,
Okay.
I'll do it. It's just whether or not the guys
Does that mean we
get
have
it
to
right in the
split it
ring.
between the 4 of us again?
Yeah, between all 4 of us.
Collectively, we can help each other.
Yes, sounds good. All right, so let's get to recap John Cena, Bray Wyatt. Nice little video package. John Cena's a liar, according to Bray Wyatt. Cena says he will fight for his legacy at WrestleMania. And it ended with Bray Wyatt saying, "Hope is dead." What do you guys think? You guys excited for this match?
I thought it was a super fun promo. I liked it.
And I mean, I love Bray, and we're tight with him, so I'm excited to see him.
Yeah.
That's very clear from what you
Yeah.
said earlier.
That man can bake. I am telling you.
These are all euphemisms.
I mean,
You
I
guys-
have not had a better banana pudding than that man.
Oh, we had banana
that's a
pudding too.
euphemism.
Yeah.
God, I
I'm
almost
telling you.
forgot about that.
It was delicious.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm just really excited to see Bray because you know he's one of my favorites. So, and I do like John Cena, but I'm rooting for Bray in this one.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I loved the part of the promo where Bray was like, John Cena's a thoroughbred. And all I could think of was, is Bray going to make Cena glue?
I don't know.
Like, I want to see this match.
Maybe after the match. I don't know.
He's going to turn him into dog food and feed
Yeah.
it to the rest of the Wyatts.
Are you trying to insinuate that they eat dog food?
I don't know. Maybe they eat upside down pineapple cake. I don't know.
See, I was thinking more along the lines of crocodile, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
There you go.
They definitely would.
The
What's
more,
the
I
more
you know.
The more I know.
That's the thing this week. The Wyatts
Yeah.
eat dog food and crocodile.
It's your theme song, Tom. You enter the ring. I'm Tom Connolly.
That is my theme song. That's all I need.
That was your Jiminy Cricket.
Yep. So then we get another Raw recap of the Vicky Guerrero Divas Championship Invitational match at WrestleMania. So it's AJ versus basically every diva they have.
Yeah, including Eva Marie.
Eva Marie, Tamina, all of them. And we found out on Raw, it's a, one fall match. So whoever gets the pin, I'm guessing it's whoever gets the pin on anybody?
Yeah, it's
wins.
the first fall to a finish.
Like, I feel like
Which
it should
is a
be.
shame.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. I don't like that. I think it should be. Because they did like a Lumberjill match on Raw, which I thought would be kind of what they were going to do of like all of them outside of the ring to start.
So
One
a
gets
gauntlet.
pinned. Yeah, one gets pinned. Get out of the ring, you're done. Then somebody else gets in the ring. Just kind of, run through it.
I think they should do the one where everybody, or it starts with 2 people run in, and then you get out of the ring, you're out. that kind of a thing.
But they're already kind of doing that with the with the battle royal. So it's like, yeah, it's kind of hard.
Different.
But I feel this also runs in a similar theme with they're doing it with the tag belts, that there's no, and with the world championship, that there's no elimination. So potentially each time someone doesn't get made because they don't beat the champion.
Yeah.
Which is a shame, because that just establishes that person much more when you go through and you beat the person who has the belt, rather than you just beat someone else by proxy. Like,
yeah, because AJ's can lose, and then they can just, she can come out the next night and be like, you didn't beat me.
Right.
You beat Eva Marie.
Which is probably what's going to happen.
Oh my God, I would pin her in a second. I would only focus on her.
the challenge has been made.
You hear that, Eva? You got a challenge here at AfterBuzz.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, for serious, yeah.
Cold as ice.
Maybe it'll be something like all of them are in the ring and they have to do their thing, and then whoever's left gets to go against AJ.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, they may change the
Fight it
rules.
out.
And, we have a couple days. So.
Then it could be her and Tamina.
Yeah.
And then
nice.
Tamina could finally
Lose.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think it should be. I want AJ to pin Tamina in the match, and that's how AJ wins.
And
then next night, Tamina
That would
turns
be
on her.
awesome.
That'd be pretty cool.
I'm confused why this is the Vicky Guerrero invitation.
No.
When there's the Hulk Hogan,
Yeah.
the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, which is this celebratory thing, and then Vicky Guerrero has one named after her.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's like, that's not necessary. It's just
No.
a Divas invitation. Like, why not put the emphasis on that? That apparently now any wrestler in the back who just has an idea, like it could be the Yoshitatsu ladder match.
Yep.
If he just comes out and says it be so.
That'd be awesome.
They needed to give her something to do, right?
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't need to be named after her. It could just be the Divas match.
Yeah.
But I mean,
in
I
charge
think
of it all.
I feel like she'll probably factor into the ending of the match.
Oh,
Right.
dastardly.
Oh, maybe she comes out with new rules as the match is going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. That could be
be.
cool. So then
Speculation.
then we get Renee Young with the Bellas. Bree says she's more prepared for this moment than ever. Nikki says she's been training inside and outside of the ring. And
Euphemism.
yep, I was gonna say the same thing. They don't agree on who will win, but they do agree that there will be a new champion at WrestleMania. So then that leads into Nikki versus Tamina. Nikki was really impressive in this match to me, I thought. Hitting a lot of like awesome moves, like the springboard, like off the second rope. She kicked Tamina like right in the head. She was doing kind of like a triangle choke on Tamina. She hit her Karana sending Tamina to the outside. Tamina ended up getting the advantage on the outside, tossing her back in the ring. Tamina hit a huge headbutt on Nikki. Nikki she got thrown into the corner and did, I don't know how you call it, like that flip up, like Shawn Michaels does it.
Right.
Where you roll into the corner and like roll yourself up onto the.
Yeah,
I
like
do-
upside
I don't
down.
know. There's not really a name for that. I'm sure there is, but she ended up flipping up into the corner, and as Tamina came running in, she kicked her in the head. Nikki hit the neck breaker to the knee that she does. I liked how she did it this way more than she normally does it. I feel like sometimes she grabs the girl with her right hand and hits her knee, but this one she did it with her left hand, so it just looked a lot cleaner, I thought, of the move. Nikki then gets thrown out of the ring, and Tamina goes out after her. Tamina throws Nikki back in the ring, and as she's getting distracted by the ref, Tamina kicks Bree on the outside, kind of knocking her out, knocking her down. Tamina gets back in the ring, hits a super kick, then the splash off the top rope for the win, and then AJ gets in the ring and hugs Tamina. It's like, yeah, we're good. We're good. All right, we're friends still, right? Friends till Sunday. Mm-hmm. Or after Sunday.
Friends forever.
Yeah.
Friends forever.
What'd you guys think of the Divas match?
And Tamina's song played.
Oh, it did.
Yeah,
It did.
yeah. At the end, it did. I was like, what is this foreign music? I haven't heard this.
So what'd you guys think? Good Divas match?
Like you said, Nikki was pretty impressive. I really enjoyed a lot of her moves. I really enjoyed her energy. She was just, going for it. She wasn't dialing anything in, phoning nothing in. She was going for the kill, even though, this match ultimately didn't have a, standing for what's going to happen at WrestleMania. So, yeah, my absolute favorite thing that she did was that roll up, upside down
Like in the corner?
kick, kick off or whatever. I really enjoyed that because I hadn't seen that actually.
I've never seen her do that. That's something new. I've never seen her do that before.
Yeah, so it's cool that she's pulling out this arsenal of moves. I mean, on the one hand, cool because we get to see it. And then on the other, stop giving your enemies ammunition. But yeah, all of the good comments I have to say are going to be about Nikki. Tamina wasn't really good looks. I really enjoy how she's changed her image from what she was when she first started. Now it's kind of like a vampy Terminator. And I like that. I can get behind that. I guess I just want to see more flexibility from her, and not flexibility as in I can do the splits, but more versatility is what I mean. Make it more organic for me, as opposed to it kind of seems like there's a catalog of moves that she has, a pamphlet of moves that she has, and she's just kind of going through them. I know that was
I was just like picturing her looking in a book and being like, oh, I'll do this one today.
So, but I thought that splash from the top rope was pretty impressive.
Yeah.
I like that. I felt the ground quake when she hit Nikki on the ring. I ended up giving it a 2.
A 2? Gotcha.
Yeah, and that most of that 1.75 of that 2 was all Nikki.
Gotcha.
So,
Gabby.
like Markeia is saying, she, all her comments are pretty much about Nikki. Well, there's a reason for that. It's because Nikki was stronger for most of the match, and it's a shame that Tamina won, to be honest. Nikki wasn't lying when she said in her backstage interview to Renee Young that she is training harder inside and outside of the ring. You could definitely tell. Even when she, for example, Tamina's hands were like kind of, I don't know if they were choking her neck or over her mouth and face, but Nikki had literally grabbed them and pulled them off of her. And usually when people are in those like chokeholds, they can't get out of them. She literally escaped from it. And that just showed how strong like her arms are and upper body is.
She learned a lot from John Cena.
Yeah, she is. You're right. I'm sure they practice at home.
Get off of me. Get off of me.
But
I know how that goes.
Not what you practice at home.
Another one that I really liked was Nikki had wrapped her legs around Tamina, and she used her core to kind of pull up and then slam down Tamina's head into the.
Oh yeah, that was pretty
But
cool.
just by wrapping her legs around her neck and like pulling up, like she's super strong. So I gave it a 3.2, and it's low because Tamina should not have won.
Gotcha. Scott?
I like the structure of how this main event was forming, that we're getting the show that we've wanted more and more. I mean, since it's WrestleMania, we lost out on that final match, but we had the interview leading up to this match that we got to see a backstage segment. We got to see the girls talk and get invested in it, but too bad the investment was towards WrestleMania, so it wasn't really towards Tamina. It was the girls talking about just winning the belt. So, because we didn't see any of the possible dissension between the two of them, it's just still playing up AJ and Tamina. So it was all fine, but there's so many things hanging out there right now. There's so many stories going on that we didn't get to see them all played out. Like, it was all emphasis on Tamina and AJ when the emphasis is on the Bellas beforehand. And then, yeah, Nikki looks so strong the entire match. Brie has nothing to say about it. She got kicked, and then nothing. There was no fallout afterwards.
Oh yeah, good point.
So, I mean, it was interesting, but it just didn't hit on all cylinders where we could be that much more invested in this match and seeing what happens with all the divas compared to just the two that we're led to believe, well, it's just going to come down to those two. So it was all right. I give it 41 Tamina Smirkas.
Gotcha. Yeah, I thought it was, like, thinking of, like, Brie not doing anything after the match. As much as I hate the whole, like, they've done it with the Real Americans of, like, their tag team partner running in, like, it becoming a disqualification. I think this would have made more sense if, after Tamina kicked her and she got in the ring, her getting in and just going after Tamina, and just, I would have been fine if it was, like, a disqualification, because it would have been a disqualification and Nikki would have lost, and Tamina still would have won, but then you get that dissension between Nikki and Brie of being like, Nikki being like, what are you doing? This is my match. Like, why are you interfering in my match?
And Brie not wanting to be punked out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Going into her Brie mode or whatever and freaking out. But yeah, I think that would have been maybe a better ending to it, just to create more tension.
Mode?
Yes. And maybe get AJ in the ring to do something, because she just kind of stood there the whole time and didn't do anything. So, I mean,
you
she's
sound
the
so
champion.
sad about that.
I know. Well, she doesn't. She just stands there.
It's weird that she's had a title so long and she really does just stand there.
Yeah.
She skips.
She skips.
She
you're right.
skips.
She
On
gets to
one
work out
foot.
to the ring. Mm-hmm. Are we gonna talk about that? About AJ?
Oh, we
There's-
can for
there,
a very long time.
The apparent rumor that her and Punk are now engaged.
Oh yeah, and so are Gabby and I. Right? Okay.
Oh, wait,
She
so
had
then-
she had a ring on her finger on Raw,
Yeah.
and she had it on tonight too. So
Steve had a belt. Do you believe he's a champ?
yes, he
these
stole
are-
it.
These are merely props for this large play that is happening. I don't buy it. CM Punk's
don't
gonna
know.
quit her in no time.
Maybe, I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
but that's apparently rumors going around that they're engaged. So
Rumor.
we'll find out. Maybe he'll be at WrestleMania this weekend. We
Ooh.
can ask him himself.
A wedding?
Maybe
A WrestleMania wedding?
Wow.
that'd be cool.
Oh my God. Wow.
Crazy.
And then we get into. I mean, I gave the match. I gave it a 4.0. I thought it was. I was
Oh,
impressed by Nikki. I really was. I think she's been. She's been definitely picking up her game inside. I was gonna say inside out that ring, but I just meant she's definitely been working out more. You can definitely tell.
Oh, boy.
But yeah, so I gave it a 4.0. I thought it was good. And then we find out that Hulk Hogan's gonna be on SmackDown this week. So tune into that. See how that is. I don't know how long he's gonna be on there, but we may not see him on SmackDown for a while after that.
That's true.
And then we get a recap of Undertaker, Brock Lesnar. Taker says that Lesnar will rest in peace. Paul Heyman comes out, talks about how Brock Lesnar's going to beat the streak. And then he said Lesnar does not have to win. Taker must not lose in this match. So,
Pressure.
yeah.
I'm going to comment on that.
Okay, go ahead.
I literally don't understand how we sat there for 10 minutes watching Lesnar, walk around the ring and contemplate what he was going to do.
Yeah, I didn't like that either.
Like, what are they doing? It's dead air. I mean, I get the anticipation, but that was way too long.
Yeah.
It's like a lion hunting.
No, but
Yeah,
it was.
No, he missed the mark though.
Yeah.
You know, after the first fake out, then the next one should have been like in the ring.
Yeah,
You know,
I don't.
It's just too long.
Drag.
I don't like the build. I'm excited to see this match this weekend, but I'm not excited about the build up of. They made Brock Lesnar like destroy the Big Show with like 50 chair shots at Royal Rumble, and then he destroyed Mark Henry twice, and then now I get it's the Undertaker and he should be at least a little intimidated, but he's supposed to be this beast and he's not being a beast. He's
So you wanted to see him eat his coffin?
yeah, like,
Like that?
I mean, listen, if you go in nervous, then we're just going to expect you to fail.
exactly.
So you're not making us like satisfied by watching you be like a scared little PUSSY.
Exactly. That's how I
Right?
feel. I feel the same way. I feel that they should have built up Brock Lesnar. Like he should
Yeah.
have destroyed the Undertaker on Raw. Like he did the F5, okay, but I wanted to see him. Undertaker is older, but throw him. Put him through a table on Raw. He did it to you 4 weeks ago. You finish it by putting him through a table. If he F5'd the Undertaker through a table on Raw on Monday night, I'd be like, okay, well maybe the streak will be broken.
And
But
you know how like when they say when you like laugh, it means that you're insecure, you're uncomfortable.
No.
Well, thank you, Scott, for the example. No, but he did that tonight, kind of, and I've seen it happen before with wrestlers when they're like scared to get in the ring, they just laugh it off and walk away. But that just means they're super intimidated.
yeah.
It's
I mean,
such
it is the
body
Undertaker.
language.
I'm intimidated by the Undertaker,
But
even with his new
laughing-
tan.
Would you laugh if you were standing in front of the Undertaker?
No.
I just be in awe. Be like,
Yeah.
"Ah."
But
Like, do you have the coffin with you? Can I lay in it?
Can I just
Can I lay
lay
in
in
the
it?
coffin?
I want to know from the gals, who would you sooner go to Cheesecake Factory with? The Undertaker or Brock Lesnar?
Randy
Undertaker.
Orton.
sorry, Brock.
Yeah.
You'll just have to go home to Sable now. Oh man.
It would be a longer meal.
Yeah,
You just keep ordering.
he would. But what do you guys think of the match? You guys excited for this match?
No.
No, I would have been.
You're
more
not excited for the
impressed
streak?
if,
As good as a slice of blueberry cheesecake.
He got it wrong.
told you he could bake though.
It was banana.
Well, he made
That
a
was
lot
that
of
was the Undertaker,
desserts.
not Bray.
Yeah.
So.
So, Undertaker was also there.
Oh, wow, jeez. You guys had an awesome week.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Well, maybe that's why the build-up wasn't so great, because someone was tired.
Yeah.
Hey, when you're eating a lot of pound cake, what are you gonna do?
He was off his diet.
Euphemism.
I would have been more impressed with Brock Lesnar if he threw himself at Undertaker every chance he got.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I'm gonna beat you down.
Exactly.
I am younger and stronger, and I have, that stamina. And every time you see me, you're gonna fear my face because it's gonna be coming at you. Instead of, hey, you're in the ring. I'm coming in. No, I'm not.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna walk the ring and look at you.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna leave. No, I'm not.
It made sense when
Yeah.
Punk did it last year of having Heyman help him because, Punk is a smaller guy, but Brock is a monster.
True.
So
Be a monster.
Yes.
Be a minotaur.
be the beast that they say you are. So
Ugh, and WWE had the power to edit that crap out, and they didn't. They made us sit there and watch the whole thing on a recap.
we only had 2 matches tonight. We had to get something on main event to watch.
I think they're saving the match. I think it's going to be because those two guys do the craziest things in matches. Brock especially, and the precedent they've set before in their matches years ago.
Yeah,
that Hell in the Cell match that they've had.
Crazy awesome match.
Uncanny and brutal. So they're really going to pull out all the stops. So they might have been saving themselves for the sake of, we're going to destroy each other on Sunday. Let's just take it easy and stare at each other for 20 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for the match. I'm excited to see the match, but I just think the build up
wasn't a
could have
final
been.
yet.
Yeah, the build up could have been better. That's all I'm saying. Then we get a recap. We get of Raw from Monday night. Batista versus Randy Orton was the main event, which was the original WrestleMania main event. We had Triple H and Stephanie on commentary, and Orton and Batista it was a no DQ match, so they had kendo sticks and chairs, and they're beating the crap out of each other. And then as Triple H is on commentary, yelling at them to fight each other, all you hear him go, and the crowd is going crazy. And that's because Daniel Bryan came through the crowd and is attacking Triple H, going nuts, throwing him into the steel steps, hitting him with the kendo stick. Triple H couldn't get into the ring at first. He kept trying to jump up to get in, but I don't know if he was stuck. I don't know if it's it was funny looking, I thought.
Yeah, he's quite muscly,
Yeah.
so it's difficult.
He gets in the ring. He crawls out of the ring. Daniel Bryan hits the flying knee onto Batista, knocking him out. Drop kicks Randy Orton. He gets on the corner, does his yes chants. The crowd is going crazy. What do we think now? Does Daniel Bryan have a shot now?
Yes. Yes.
Go home. Go home.
Yes. What did you guys think of that segment on Raw?
That's the type of wrestling I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish we were there for that show because it's intense.
Yeah, it was
loved-
kind of like a hardcore. It was almost a hardcore match. Mm-hmm. They just needed a frying pan and
When he was
a
hitting
sink.
Triple H with the stick, I was like, yes, beat him, do it.
And he was so scared. You can just tell the way he was trying to jump in and out of the ring.
Triple H, yeah.
And then his shirt came undone, and then Stephanie was there to make him feel better. But it was a great match.
His shirt came undone. You just kind of slid
You
that
know
in
what?
there.
I think I saw this was bad on his part, bad acting. But I guess he'd actually went like this
And ripped
when
it
he was
open.
on the ground. I saw he
got
actually
hot.
opened his shirt.
Yeah, huh?
He was beat.
He was
with
getting
the
beat up,
stick,
so-
It's like, oh, let me show you these muscles. But it was funny.
And it was super revved up, I like the way that Randy Orton and Batista were going at each other. Batista grabbed that chair, and I was like, oh, nostalgia, beat him with the chair. I really enjoyed it. It was very much a, full throttle, full steam ahead. And then you got Daniel Bryan, and his face is on his chest, and he's there in the ring, and I'm like, yes, yes, yes. So yeah, I was gonna watch anyway, but now I'm really gonna watch.
Gotcha. They got you hooked.
Yeah. I gave it a 4.75.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I had to take 0.25 off because Stephanie McMahon did not jump in the ring
And take her shirt off as well.
Yeah.
slap people.
But I thought it was when they showed at the end of Triple H yelling at Daniel Bryan you're done. It was Stephanie who was holding him back. So Stephanie's pretty strong to be holding Triple H back from getting in the ring.
This last time?
Yeah, they showed it. It was really quick. They showed it before the end of the show. But
But how cool would that have been? She rips off the business jacket, rolls herself in the ring, and they're like, and she's like, boom, bam.
And then she becomes WWE World Heavyweight Champion at WrestleMania.
Good night, everybody. Good night.
Another McMahon champion. I don't know.
They should
Could
do
happen.
couples matches.
They do inner. What is it?
Just for special attractions.
Yeah, they do
often
sometimes. They haven't done it in a while. But since me and Scott are going to be here on Friday night for the prediction show, the ladies won't be able to make it. So we're going to get your guys' predictions tonight. So we have them.
Okay.
I'll go through the matches. Don't worry.
Okay.
So we'll go through first the pre-show. It's the tag team match. Usos, who are champions,
Yes.
versus Real Americans, versus Los Matadores, versus Ryback.
No pressure, ladies.
That's hard. I say Usos.
Yeah.
Usos, okay.
I'm sorry. It was I got distracted.
Usos,
it was Usos, Real Americans,
Los Matadores,
and
Ryback.
Ryback.
You're feeling the pressure, Steven?
No. I was just I was.
Euphemism.
What do you mean? That was Bray, right?
No, that was Steven.
That was Steven. That's
many
right. It was
characters.
just drums. I really enjoy the Usos. I'll go with the Usos with that
Okay.
one. Because
Gotcha.
I don't think Ryback was going to pull that one out.
I don't think they are either.
Yeah.
And then I'll go to the Divas match, the Vicky Guerrero, blah, blah, invitational thingy. So it's AJ versus basically every diva.
And it's not a title, right?
It is for her. It's for her title,
for her
yeah.
title.
Mhm. Yeah, that one's for AJ's belt. So if AJ loses, she's not champion.
That one's
Who could be
difficult.
next?
And that 200 someday reign will be over.
Yeah, I think
mean,
it is going to be over. but I'm
Yeah.
trying-
I mean, I know who it won't be. Eva Marie.
no, I feel like it could be.
Like Gabby.
That's what you're
No.
looking at. You're
Yeah.
like,
You know
not
what?
this person.
I'm going to put Eva Marie because I think everyone expects that she's not going to
Oh,
win.
man.
So they're going to
I
make
cannot
her,
wait for that to happen.
They're going to make
my
her one of those
God.
people that just stands on the sides like AJ did for a while. Until she gets better. I'm doing
Like,
Eva Marie.
I'm thinking Naomi or Natalia. It's interesting that they were showcasing the Bellas
Yeah.
out of everybody else, and not like Naomi and Cameron. But then they had just done that, so I don't know. I like the idea of Naomi being a diva champion because I think that she'd be able to hold it strong, but she also puts on a really good match with other people.
Yeah.
So I'll say Naomi.
Gotcha.
Good with that.
Okay. And then we'll go the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, which has 30 guys.
So go through them.
Let's see. Big
Show.
Show, Sheamus, The Miz, Ziggler, Damian Sandow, the Rhodes Brothers,
Mark
3MB. I got 10 so far. Mark
I already
Mark
know
Henry.
who I want.
Okay, who?
Big Show.
Okay, Big Show. Who else is in this thing?
Christian. Sin Cara.
Brad Maddox. I don't know why, but that's cool. I hope he wins.
He'll get eliminated first.
No, I don't want him to be getting eliminated first. I don't know. There's so many other people in there.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. Oh dear Lord.
Yeah.
I'll go with Sheamus for it.
Okay.
I think that he could hold the Andre the Giant. Won't be as flashy, as like Sandow would be if he had it. Oh, Sandow would rub that in everybody's faces. But I think just for sheer power, I think Sheamus is the one.
Gotcha. All right, then we'll go Triple H versus Daniel Bryan. Whoever wins that match goes on to the main event with Orton and Batista. So who do you guys think is going to win that match?
Everybody needs to go to the youtube.com page / AfterBuzz and watch the faces of when the gals hear the matches and then try and make the decision. They are priceless faces. Because
And give us 5 stars, too, on iTunes.
I'm going to say Triple H
Let's
because
do
I
it.
just want to see him wrestle more.
Okay. We're like, oh, my gosh.
So much for the yes movement on Gabby's.
Yeah, I know, huh?
I'm gonna go with Daniel Bryan.
Okay.
I don't think that he'll win, but I think they'll let him have that.
Have that win.
Can I say something here?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm basing these people off not just who I like, but more so who I think will win in the eyes of the writers. Because, okay, yeah, I'd rather Daniel Bryan win, but it's more dramatic if Triple H does. So
Yeah.
that's why I go with Triple H. It's just a prediction, not my favorite.
Gotcha.
Just a little disclaimer.
All Gabby's
Okay, we know
picks
there's
are
an
her favorites,
asterisk
not
now.
predictions.
That's an apology
Asterisk
to
by
Randy
that
Orton in the
prediction.
future, it
Yeah.
sounds like.
So then we got Wyatt versus Cena.
Ooh.
It's like old versus new.
Okay, that's obvious why it's.
Okay.
And that's a like for me.
Gotcha.
Not like a, authority thing.
Uh-oh. He's here.
Uh-oh.
There must be some cake still left over.
What dessert did you bring with you?
You know what I like.
It's getting
Yeah, you
very
do,
So
Markeia.
Well, I do have to say he makes the best homemade Napoleon ice cream. Where it's
All three
chocolate,
flavors.
chocolate, strawberry, and vanilla.
Neapolitan?
Neapolitan. Yeah, that's
Or is Neapolitan? Is that something else entirely?
Neapolitan.
Like when you have
Napoleon complex. Just like my ice cream.
and
Oh, man.
if you have an ulcer, he just rests cold ice cream on your stomach.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, I'll go with Wyatt.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, you would.
That just convinced you.
I mean, Cena's probably going to win, but that would be fantastic if Wyatt beat
Yeah.
Cena at WrestleMania.
That'd be
I
cool.
would.
Then the next match is The Shield versus Kane and the New Age Outlaws. So, like, Kane and Triple H's stooges.
Oh, they're
Okay, wait,
contemplating
so-
faces. This
I
one
know,
must
this
be
is
like
like-
for a teacher watching kids when they like getting a pop quiz and just enjoying the faces.
Wait, first group is the Shield, right?
Shield,
Yeah,
yes.
the three of them.
So, Reigns,
versus
Ambrose, Rollins.
Kane and the New Age Outlaws.
They're now good guys. So,
The Shield?
mm-hmm.
When did that happen?
Like 2 weeks ago. They
The
turned
Shield.
on Kane
Oh, okay.
and kind of the Authority, but not really
Yeah.
yet. We haven't really seen that yet, but
Was
we'll
that,
see the
that was
fallout.
on Raw.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, Kane said that Jerry Lawler was the one that helped Daniel Bryan do the Occupy Raw.
Mm-hmm.
And when he wanted the Shield to attack Daniel Bryan or Jerry Lawler, they turned on Kane and attacked him
Ooh.
because they fight for justice. They
Yeah.
do what's right.
And Lawler fired him as his dentist years ago.
Yeah, so geez. My gosh.
The Shield for me.
Shield, okay.
I don't know, because New Age Outlaws, those were the ones that
They
were
had the
tag
belts,
team.
yeah.
They were tag team for a bit.
The old guys.
They tried drugging Betty White
Yes,
on
they
the
did.
episode
Yes.
that we saw.
Yeah, when we were
for
there.
that match we saw.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's like, here, this is your drink. I'll go with Kane and the New Age Outlaws.
Nice.
Because I think that there needs to be a reckoning for Shield turning against them.
Gotcha.
So yeah, Kane and New Age.
All right, and then we have Brock versus Undertaker. Will the streak stay alive? 22-0.
Undertaker, because
Undertaker.
Brock is killing it
Gotcha.
Yeah.
in a bad way.
Yeah. There just isn't enough build up. It doesn't feel like this is the upset.
Gotcha.
And I'm not saying
Brock
that like,
doesn't deserve
I'm
it.
going to be surprised. Yeah, it's just he's a bit too middle of the road
Yeah.
for me. I'm not seeing the beast. I'm not seeing the animal. Maybe he's waiting to unleash the
Yeah, right.
euphemism here for WrestleMania. But
Unleash the.
so
Taker.
Taker.
All right, and then the main event, which will be, you said Triple H. So, or out of Orton, Batista, Triple H, who do you think's gonna win? And out of Orton, Batista, and Bryan, who do you think's gonna win, Markeia?
Goodness.
Are we gonna get that happy ending we've been looking for since SummerSlam?
Euphemism.
Daniel
Whoa,
Bryan.
this show this time.
dirty
This
show.
show.
It's a dirty show
It's
this
actually
week.
been pretty squeaky clean if they have no idea what we're talking about.
You know what? I'm gonna totally get this wrong, but I'm just gonna say it. Triple H, because I think it'd be an amazing storyline if he's just like the winner of it all and he's the authority and it's like I run everything.
People will go crazy.
Yeah, and that would
That's very
be
true.
awesome.
We will call you guys if we need help
Yeah.
from the riots in New Orleans.
So I'm just
Of
gonna
Triple
go
H
Triple
walking
H.
out as champion.
That'd be a very cool outrage.
Yeah.
I still don't think Bryan's gonna win.
So you think Orton or
I still-
Batista?
yeah, it's either gonna be Orton or Batista. Maybe SummerSlam. Maybe
Come full circle. I gotta wait a year
Yeah.
for him to win that belt
Yeah.
again.
Well, not a year, just until summer.
I know, but I was at SummerSlam when he
then-
lost.
But then they can be like, in a year from this day, this event,
Yeah.
Daniel Bryan. So I don't want it to be either of them. No offense. No offense to your new strong love.
All good. I'll tell him you said you're sorry.
I'm gonna.
Are you guys going out for
I'm gonna
dessert
go with
after this?
Batista. I'm gonna
we're
go with
going to the
Batista.
Wyatts.
I don't want to go with Batista, but I'm gonna go with Batista.
Gotcha. An upset. Well, not really an upset, but
Yeah.
I think yeah, Orton's kind of the one that's nobody kind of is thinking he's gonna win. Batista is
Yeah,
kind of
no way.
you know, I feel like there's gonna be a new champion at WrestleMania, and it's either gonna be Batista, Triple H, or Daniel Bryan. We'll have to see.
Narrowed it down.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe somebody else will get added to that match. I don't know. But I think we got all your predictions.
Those are our predictions.
Are we all excited for WrestleMania?
Yeah.
Yes. I am pumped.
Who's gonna party it up in New Orleans?
We are.
These
I go to bed early.
guys.
I don't really party. I don't.
I'm gonna be up till 6 every day, so I don't know.
Please, God.
Up
right,
until
so-
6 p.m.
Exactly. Right before that Hall of Fame, I'm gonna go to bed. So where can they find you guys?
Kia.
Well, you can find me on Twitter at Markeia McCarty. And also, if you enjoy live comedy, on the 12th, there will be Doctor Who Live at IO West in Hollywood, where we do an improvised episode of Doctor Who live.
Nice. Gabby.
You guys can find me on Twitter at Gabrielle_Loren. That's 2 E's and 2 L's. And you can find me on Instagram at GabbyLO87. I'm writing for Red Carpet 101, so check out those articles. And that's it.
Awesome. Scott, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Curtain Jerks and listen to my comedy wrestling podcast, Curtain Jerks, on iTunes. And this week, On Your Mark has launched on YouTube. It's a funny wrestling talk show with first guest Rob Van Dam. You don't want to miss it. So youtube.com/OnYourMarkShow.
Yeah, it was really funny. I checked it out yesterday. Really good. And you can find me on Twitter at TomTheCom. And this week, I was on the Wrestling Compadre Slamcast with Dale and Johnny, so you can check that out. That was fun yesterday. And you can find me and Scott this weekend in New Orleans. So
Yeah, they'll check in
tweet
for
us
you.
up, and we'll find out where you guys are. See you guys next week.
Ladies.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Thank you for watching AfterBuzz TV on YouTube. For more of your favorite after shows and interviews, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion on the episode in the comment section below here. We'd love to see what you guys are buzzing about. Thanks again. Buzz you later.